I wanted to share with you this morning a selection of 8 rings. And these 8 rings represent the development of diamond cutting and the different periods when rings were made, from the Georgian period right up to the Art Deco period. So you've got 4 periods we're going to talk about. The first is the Georgian period, which represents these 2 rings here. And the Georgian period was from 1714 to 1830. The next period that followed the Georgian period, of course, was the Victorian period. And the Victorian period was from 1830 to 1901. After the Victorian period comes the Edwardian period. And the Edwardian period was 1901 roughly to 1915. And then finally we have the Art Deco period. And the Art Deco period is anything from the 1920s to the 1940s. So if we start with the Georgian period, here we have 2 beautiful little Georgian rings, and they are set with rose-cut diamonds. Now, rose-cut diamonds are very different than the diamonds you get nowadays because they have only between 3 and 24 facets in the actual cutting of the diamond. They were made to represent really a rosebud on the top, and they have a flat bottom. These stones were made at a time when there was no electricity, and candlelight was the way to light your rooms, so these stones were cut to look their best in candlelight. Now, the ring on the left is a beautiful Georgian ring from around 1770, and it's set in 18-carat yellow gold. The top of it is mounted with silver because, of course, at this time they didn't have platinum, so they used silver to highlight the diamonds. It's got an old cushion-cut rose-cut diamond, I suppose, in the centre, and it's flanked by smaller old-cut diamonds in what's known as a split shank design. The ring beside it is set completely in 18-carat yellow gold, and it's set with 3 old rose-cut diamonds that are slightly graduated in size, the centre diamond being larger than the outer 2, and it's got a nice little bit of pierced detail to the side of the ring there. And Georgian rings are very, very individual, and you can spot them a mile off. There's nothing really like them. Then the next period we go up to is the Victorian period. And here we have 2 Victorian rings. The ring on the left is a single stone diamond ring. It's set with a rose-cut diamond in a 6-claw setting. And the shoulders of the ring are beautifully decorated with blue enamel. You can see the enameling decoration there on the side of the ring, which is really exquisite. And this style of ring, of course, would be the first version really of a single solitaire style diamond ring. And this ring was made about 1860. Beside it, we have a beautiful 3-stone ring set with, again, 3 rose-cut diamonds within a clawed setting, the centre diamond being larger than the outer 2. And this ring, of course, because it's Victorian, it's set completely in 18-carat yellow gold. The band is 18-carat yellow gold, and the baskets that hold the diamonds are also in 18-carat yellow gold. And this is typical of a mid to late Victorian diamond ring. The next period we have, you come to, of course, the Edwardian period, and the Edwardian period is circa 1901 to 1915. And these rings were set with transitional cut diamonds. Now, a transitional cut diamond is a bit different because it's like the forerunner to a modern brilliant cut diamond that we have today. And at this stage, you've left behind the chunkier cut of the Victorian period. They're able to cut diamonds a bit better. They were developed around 1918 to 1920 in America. They were more precise in the cutting. You can see the detail in them is different as well. And they have kind of a higher table to them. And if you look into the centre of a lot of transitional cuts, it looks like there's a hole in the centre of it, and that's where the diamond is cut off at the base. The rings themselves became finer during this period because the techniques of making something became slightly better. Also, you have the invention of platinum. So they used platinum in the settings of the rings, particularly to show off the diamonds better. The diamond would be brighter and look better in the platinum. The platinum is also stronger, so the claws could be nice and fine in the ring. And of course, it made the diamond as white as possible. This is a single stone diamond solitaire ring from about 1915, and you can see the platinum set shoulders with diamonds. The shank is in 18-carat yellow gold at the back. So you still have a little bit of gold from this period, but platinum on the top. There's the 3 stone. And if I show you this 3 stone in particular, you'll see the detail on the sides of it is absolutely beautiful. And the detail to the baskets. That's typically Edwardian. Then the final period to discuss is the Art Deco period. And the Art Deco period, of course, took platinum to a new level. The rings became mainly all platinum. And of course, some of them were in 18-karat white gold, the finer examples being in platinum. So here we have a single stone diamond solitaire ring with a carat weight of around 3 carats 29. And it's got a small square emerald cut diamond on the shoulder. It's set within 6 claws. The accompanying ring here is a really unusual ring set with old brilliant cut diamonds and emerald cut diamonds on the shoulders again. The diamonds in the centre are slightly graduated. So you can see with these 2 rings that you're getting a more angular look to the pieces. And this is what Art Deco is all about. It's all about architectural features and squares and all that type of thing. It's left behind the floral details of the Edwardian and all the fussiness that Edwardian was. And you've got clean lines with Art Deco. And Art Deco rings, I suppose, they're quite like modern rings, except they're much finer made, because of course they were made at a time when time really was nothing and people could spend as much time as what was needed to create it something beautiful. And of course all the pieces as well were made by hand. So I hope this little video has been of interest to you to show you the 4 different periods that we've discussed. So we've got the Georgian period, set in gold and silver fronted. We move on to the Victorian period with rose cut diamonds set in gold. Then we move on to the Edwardian period, set with transitional cut diamonds in gold and platinum for the first time. And then the final period is the Art Deco period, when the rings were mainly made in white metal, either 18-karat white gold or platinum.